Okay, fine. Okay, welcome to class one of your third semester. Okay, after a long gap, okay, you'll be sitting through long hours, at least 3 plus to 5 hours. Okay, today, of course, we shall just continue with the things. Okay, what we have started in that LT Spice class, because that becomes the prerequisite for this particular course, that is AMCD. AMCD actually stands for Analog Mass Circuits and Design. So I'll share you the lesson plan and the details of that particular course. So maybe in the afternoon. So we shall just continue with the what LT Spice simulation, because without that you can't understand the concepts of AMCD. So let us go back to, of course, all of you may be having, excuse me, a lot of doubt about, okay, why the current through the resistor becomes, okay, negative if you rotate it so and so. If you rotate by 180 degree, why the current becomes again positive? All those stuff you still have some doubts. Okay, let us clarify all those doubts and then try to understand, okay, how does the system is going to work. So let me share that same LT Spice window to you. I'm just sharing that. So this is a LT Spice simulator. I hope, okay, now you are seeing this. Maybe one of you can unmute yourself and then keep talking with me. So who will volunteer? One of you can unmute yourself and then start talking. Hello. Can I? Okay, I'll just pick a student. Okay, Mrutyunjay. Why don't you unmute yourself? Mrutyunjay? Mrutyunjay Kumar. Yeah, of course. You are the spokesperson for this entire class. So we will try to draw the circuit, and then okay, what we'll do is, let me draw a circuit. So I'll just delete this. I'll just start from the beginning. So let us take, let me just rotate this and place it here. One more here, one more here, and then rotate here, and then place it here, and then place it here. Okay, this is as easy as I'm doing it here. So once you get used to drawing the circuit diagram, you will also find it very easy. So we are trying to, I'm just, so using this circuit, let us try to verify Ohm's law, Kirchhoff voltage law, and Kirchhoff current law. So that will give you some confidence. Okay, all those laws are, those laws can also be verified in this particular LT Spice. So let me take a voltage source. I'll put it here. Let me change. Okay, Mrutyunjay, how much voltage you want?
So 5 volts.
Okay, give some other element. So always 5.
10.
Good. Okay, this is 10 volt. Name of the source is, give some value for R1.
10 ohm.
Okay, fine, done. R2,
20.
done. Next R3,
20.
this is also 20, fine, done. How about this?
50.
50, done. Okay, this, let me make it 90, done. Okay, this is 90. Okay, I'll make this 5 for some logistic purpose. ಅಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತು ಮಾಡಲಿ ಅವನು ಲೇಟಾಗಿ ಬಂತದ್ದು. Okay, these are the values of the resistors and the voltage source. So what I'll do is I'll take a ground. So for ground, the shortcut is, you can simply type G, you'll get the ground. Then you can do the connection. For connection, you can click on F3, you'll get the wire, and then done. So we have a circuit diagram having how many resistors? 5 resistors of different values and a voltage source of magnitude 10 ohm. So let us, now the task is, we need to find what is the current through each of the resistor and voltage across each of the resistor. Correct? The task now
Yes,
is
sir.
we need to find out what is the voltage across each resistor and current through each resistor. So before that, okay, what we'll do is, so yesterday or when in the last class, we found that the current were becoming negative. Correct? In some cases, if you rotate the resistor, it was becoming positive. Uh, okay, are you aware of this, Mrutyunjay, last class?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
what
sir.
we'll do is, so in order to avoid that confusion of negative and positive things, so you simply go onto a particular resistor and try to see how does the direction of this current looks. So usually we take the current going from left to right. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Because we always consider this as the source. Okay, it leaves the source, meaning it has to go from left to right. But if I just go close to that resistor, can you see this current is going from right to left?
Yes, sir.
So now in such case, if I do dot OP, the current through R1 will be negative. So what I'll do, because once I go close to the resistor, I'm getting, I'm trying to understand that the current that will be displayed is the current that is going from right to left. So what I'll do, I will simply select that particular resistor and then rotate it twice. Now I'll place it. Now, can you see how the current is going?
Left to right.
Left to right. Is it the required direction of current that you are looking for?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we will do that before we start any simulation. So here, okay, through R2 also you are looking for a current going from left to right.
Left.
So you can see how the current is. Okay, now let me see here. Just a minute. Okay, this is one. Okay, what I'll do, only here it is showing, here it is not showing. What I'll do is I'll do dot tran. How do we do dot tran? Go to this edit simulation command, and then okay, these timings are fine. So 50 millisecond, 0, 1 microsecond. Are these timings fine, Mrutyunjay?
Yes, sir.
Because you are doing a DC analysis, the stop time doesn't matter too much, because for the entire time, starting from 0 to whatever second or hour, since the since the waveform shape doesn't change, even if it's 50 millisecond, 5 millisecond, 0.5 millisecond, you'll get the same value. So this is fine. So I'll just keep this now. Now I will run. When I run, can you see now how the current is showing here? Now I'll just
Right.
it is now going from
Right.
right to,
Left.
is it opposite your convention?
Yes, sir.
Shall I rotate?
Yes, sir.
Okay, before that, okay, I look for R3 also. Here,
Yes, sir.
this
It's
is
also
also
from
right to left. How about this? This is from it's
from
going from
down to up.
down to up. So let us
Yep.
reverse all these three resistors. Okay, what I'll do is, or okay, let me do that. So how do I do that? Select that
Uh,
resistor, Control R twice, place it. Select this resistors, Control R twice, place it. Control this resistor, Control R twice. You got it. How about this? This is also going in the opposite direction, opposite to our expected direction. Am I correct?
yes, sir.
So what I'll do? What shall I do?
The,
Rotate it.
the,
How do I do
thing
that?
rotate.
How do I select?
By clicking on it and control R two times.
No, no. If you click on that, it will not be get selected. First, you need to select this move, which is
Okay.
the shortcut key is F7.
Yes, sir.
Of course, all of you should write this. If you want to rotate anything, you have to first select that. For selecting, you have to type F7.
Okay.
Of course, whatever function key you have there here, so click on F7, you'll get this hand. Now you can do twice. Now if you can see here, this is the current expected going from left to right. This is from top to bottom, left to right, and then top to bottom. Suppose if you do dot OP now, if you do dot OP, if I run it, do you expect all the currents will be positive?
Yes, sir.
Let us see. Interestingly, can you see all the currents are positive? IR5,
No.
IR4, IR2, IR3, IR1, except IF V1. Is it correct?
So,
Except the last one.
yes, sir.
Except the last one, all the currents are positive.
Yes.
So what does this mean is why this particular current of I of V1 negative is because it always, the simulator always consider the current entering the positive terminal of this power supply. How is our actual conventional current we are considering? It's actually leaving the current voltage source. Am I correct? One
Yes,
second. We always consider, okay, let me just make this bigger one. We always consider the current that is leaving this voltage source. So that's what is our conventional current. But the simulator always consider what is the current that is going into this positive terminal. So that's why our convention or our expectation is exactly negative to the simulator calculation. So what I'll do, I'll again run it. Can you see this one is negative?
Yes, sir.
Only this one is negative because it is the current that is entering the voltage source V1 at positive terminal. So since we are considering the current that is coming out of this, what will be that current? The current which is coming out of this?
So it's 0.2.
It is positive point, that is, which is exactly the current flowing through the resistor R1.
Yes, sir.
Am I correct?
Yes,
So
sir.
let me just go to some other student who is with us now. Okay, can I talk to Harini? Mrutyunjay, you can mute yourself. Harini?
Sir.
It's echoing. My voice is coming.
Hello, sir.
Okay, it's fine now. Yeah, my voice is echoing, no? Hello?
Hello, sir.
No, my voice is also coming.
Yes, sir.
You should avoid that. Do you have mobile as well as laptop?
Yes, sir.
No, that's what you have to reduce the sound of one of them. Hello?
Hello, sir.
No. Reduce the sound of one of the.
I reduced, sir.
It's still echoing, no? Okay, forget. You can mute yourself. Ashwini Hegde. Harini, you can
Sure.
mute. Harini, you mute yourself. Hello, Ashwini Hegde.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. Now you can see we have a voltage source of magnitude 10 and we have resistors 20, 20, and then we have one more 50 ohm resistor. This is 90. So what will be the overall resistance of this? From here to here? So is this series combination become 90?
Yes, sir.
That in parallel with 90 will become how much? 90 in parallel with 90 will be how much? It will be 45, no?
45.
Okay, 45 plus 5?
50.
50. So 50, okay, 10 volt by 50 ohm?
1 by 5.
10 volt by 50 ohm. 1 by 5. Okay, how much will be the current? 0.2. That's why you can see that there's a current. Current flowing through this is 200 milliamperes. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So, how do we verify this Kirchhoff voltage law? Does the or before we do that, so shall we verify what is Kirchhoff current law? What does Kirchhoff current law says? The current entering the node. Assume that this is node. Let me just name this node by some name. Okay, shall I name it as? How do I name it? Let me stop this.
AB.
I'll go to this. I will name this. So I'll make it as node 1. Simply, I just name it as node 1. Oh, I can't say it as node is a keyword. I can't do that. So I'll make it as N1. Let me see. Okay, it takes it as N1. I will connect this to this. So what is the current entering this node? So as per our assumption, the current flowing through R1 is entering node N1. What are the current leaving N1? It is the current that is going to R4 and R2. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall we verify that? How much is the current going through R1 here? How much?
0.2.
0.2?
0.2
What?
ampere.
Amperes. That is 200 milliamperes. Correct?
Yes, sir.
200 milliamperes is equal to this plus this. Am I correct? Current flowing through
Yes,
R2
sir.
and current flowing through R4.
4.
How much is the current flowing through R4? See here,
100 milliampere.
100 milliampere. How much is the current flowing through R2?
100 milliampere.
So is that okay, Kirchhoff current law verified? 200
Yes, sir.
milliamperes is equal to 100 milliampere, that is current flowing through this branch and this branch. So it is equally divided because of the resistance what you have. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, what may be the current flowing through R2 and R3? Are they same or
Same.
different?
Same, sir.
Why they are same?
Because they are in series.
Perfect. Okay, they are in series. That's why the current flowing through that is perfect. How about R5?
It is also same.
So it is 100 milliampere. So now that's perfect. How do we verify Kirchhoff voltage law? So I'll just pick one more student. Maybe whom shall I pick? Sonia SS. Ashwini, you can mute yourself. Sonia SS.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How do we verify Kirchhoff voltage law now? So shall we consider this particular loop, the first loop, V1? Shall I write V1 is equal to, I want all of you to write the equation. V1 is equal to I1 into R1 into, sorry, I1 into R1 plus, let us name this as, okay, I4 into R4. I4 is nothing but current flowing through R4. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Just read out the equation. What you have written?
V1 is equal to I1 R1 plus I4 R4.
Perfect. So what is V1 now? Maybe the next line of your equation should be 10 is equal to?
Sir, 10 is equal to?
Okay. 5 into? What is the current? Looking at this?
5 into?
Looking at this?
5 in?
5 into?
I1 is...
I of
I1 is
R1.
0.2.
I of R1, that is 0.2.
0.2 plus 90.
So is the
90 into?
Okay. 90 into?
90 into 0.1.
So is the equation verified? So is 10 is equal to 1 plus 9?
Yes, sir.
Is it verified now?
Yes, sir, it's verified. 1 plus 9 is equal to 10.
Exactly. So we are verifying mathematics that okay, 10 is equal to 1 plus 9, which is through Kirchhoff voltage law. Correct? Maybe
Yes,
in
sir.
your class, okay, LKG or UKG, so we will be asked to verify what is 10 is equal to. Okay, is it equal to 1 plus 9? It is 1 plus 9, but in a different context using the circuit diagrams. So we are saying that applied 10 voltage will drop across this resistor and this resistors in a loop. The overall voltage is 0. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is fine. Now the point is, how do we actually verify the voltage across this R1 is 1 volt? So, but if you can see here, can you get that information that okay, voltage across this resistor R1 is 1 volt? Is it anywhere written here? Can you able to measure it?
Sir.
Measure it or not? Can you able to know what is the voltage across resistor R1 from this?
Sir, we can't.
You cannot. But if you make some effort, you can certainly find out. What is usually the voltage across a resistor? It is voltage difference on either terminals. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Since it is voltage difference, you are looking at what is the voltage on the left hand node of your resistor R1 and the right hand node of your R1. Correct?
Yes,
That's
sir.
what is voltage drop. How much is the voltage on the left hand side? Can you see that is
It's 10.
connected to source this one? Shall I name it as
Yes.
is that is 10?
Yes, sir. It's 10.
How about this? 9.
Sir, it's 9.
9. So how much is 10 minus 1? Sorry, 10 minus 9?
1.
1. So that's what you find. Okay, the voltage drop across this is 1 volt. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So now, okay, that is one way. The other way is you can do that dot tran. Okay, let me do dot tran. How do I do dot tran? Go here, edit simulation command, transient. This is fine. I'll make this okay. Done. I'll run it now. So now, all of you just observe. I'll be placing this probe, which will indicate the voltage. So you may find that the other black terminal of the probe is missing, meaning that maybe in the what is that material provided by ma'am regarding the LT spice, I think you might have heard of single-ended voltage and differential voltage. Anybody noticed it? Hello. Anybody measured? Okay, saw that single-ended and differential voltage? Hello.
Sir.
No, what do you mean by single-ended voltage? Okay, let me just clarify. Single-ended voltage means because to measure voltage, how many terminals you need for a voltmeter?
2 terminals.
Two terminals.
2 terminals.
But when I take this terminal, how many terminals you are getting?
Only 1 terminal.
The second terminal is always the ground. Correct? Suppose
Yes,
if you get only one terminal, then the measured voltage is always with respect to ground. So ground becomes the default second terminal. Getting the point?
Yes, sir.
So whenever you measure a voltage at any node with respect to ground, it is called as single-ended voltage. Getting the point?
Yes, sir. Got it.
So what do you mean by single-ended voltage?
Whenever we measure a voltage across any node with respect to ground,
At any node with respect to ground is single-ended voltage.
single-ended voltage.
Because node is a single point. You cannot say across. Node, any nodal voltage with respect to ground is a single-ended voltage. Perfect?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll pick some other student now. I will pick Ayush Kumar. Ayush Kumar.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, okay, Ayush Kumar, okay, if I measure the voltage at this point, what actually I'm measuring? Suppose if I click on this, you can see I'm getting 10 volt. Why it is 10 volt means because from this point to this ground, it is 10 volt. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me measure this voltage. What will be this voltage now? It is the voltage at N1 with respect to ground. With respect to ground. Even though I'm not measuring the second terminal, even though I'm not holding the second terminal, it is by default with respect to ground. Can you see how much is that voltage? That is 9.
9 volt.
See, this is 9. Correct?
Yes.
Now, assume that I want to measure the voltage across this resistor R1. In such case, you need to hold it here and then don't click on there. Hold the mouse, okay, right hand, left key of your mouse and then place the other one here. Can you see the black is also coming?
Yes, sir.
Now I'll place the black here. What does this actually mean?
So we are measuring with respect to black.
That's perfect.
And
so you are measuring the voltage across the resistor R1. It is not with respect to ground. Correct? If I put it now, it is the voltage across what? The resistor R1. How much your friend said earlier? How much was the voltage across this? How much was the voltage? She said 1 volt, no?
It was 1 volt.
Shall we verify that? See here. How much the voltage that you are getting? Let me just take
9.
out these. See now, can you see these three things? These three voltages. One is VN001. One is the second one is, let me change this color. Change this color to some red, not red. Red is already there. Let me make this. Can you see it is V of N1? This is
N1.
V of N001 comma N1. Can you see what is the difference between these three, man? What are the first two voltages? What are the third voltage?
So N001 is the voltage of factory,
Mm-hmm.
and N1 is the point
Voltage at
between
node N1.
yes, sir,
Perfect.
N1,
Then
and N001 comma N1 is the voltage difference between
it is a voltage across resistor.
voltage across resistor R1.
Shall we say now the first two VN001 and VN1 are single-ended voltage, and this is differential voltage.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Now
Yes, sir.
you can see if I click on this, can you see the voltage is 1 volt?
Yes, sir.
Correct. So if at all if you want to measure voltage across any particular element, you need to use two probes. Shall I measure the voltage across this resistor? Okay, we have verified that 10 is equal to 1 plus 9. Perfect.
Yes, sir.
This is the second loop, no? Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
This is the second loop. So how do we write KVL for this loop now? Because KVL is written for a particular loop. That's what you learn in your
Yes,
what? KVL, no? Basic electrical circuits. Am I correct?
yes, yes, sir.
So how do we write? Shall I replace this by a 9 volt battery now? Ideally,
Yes, sir, you can.
correct?
Yes, sir. Because
This
N1
9
so
volt
9.
is equal to this drop plus this drop plus this drop. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So, okay, can you write the equation? All of you write the equation. I4 into R4 is equal to, okay, let us consider this entire current as I2. I2 into R2 plus I2 into R3 plus I2 into R5. All of you write it. Okay, let me do .op now. All of you write the equation. I'll just pick a student and then ask him or her to tell the equation. The equation writing over. So we are noting,
Yes,
okay, who are all present today. So there are 46 students present today. So all of you will be noted. The absentees will be taken into task. Why they are? Of course, 3 students left the class in between. They will face a music. Okay. Okay, is the equation done? Who is there with me now?
yes, sir.
Tell me the equation.
So I1 R2 plus I3 R3, I5 R5 plus I4 R4 is equals to 9.
Oh, how do you equate this also onto the right hand side? Applied voltage is now I4 into R4. Am I correct? For this
Yes,
loop,
sir.
I4 into R4 is equal to the current flowing through R2 into R4 and current flowing through R3 into R3 and then current flowing through R5 into R3. So it is typically is equal to 10 is equal to this, sorry, 9 is equal to this drop plus this drop plus this drop. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Uh,
The equation is I2 R2 plus I3 R3, I plus I5 R5 is equals to 9.
is equal to 9. Instead of simply writing 9, you can write I4 into R4.
R4.
But I5, sorry, I2, I3, I5 are same current. Because can you see the current flowing through all of them is same?
Yes, sir. Because
Instead of
minus
writing
is
I2, I3, I4, sorry, I2, I3, I5, you can simply write it as I2 because they are all same current.
yes, sir.
Correct? So
Yes,
now, this 9 is equal to, how much is, can you equate now again, shall we verify the mathematics? 9 is equal to what plus what plus what?
yes, sir.
How much is this voltage now? Voltage across R2. How much is the current? How much is the current?
So current is 0.1.
How much is the resistance?
Resistance is 20.
How much is the drop then? 20
Drop
into
is
0.1. 2
2
volt.
volt.
2 volt, 2 volt, 5 volts.
Yes, sir.
Correct? So it is 9 is equal to 2 plus 2 plus 5.
Yes, sir. 2
Uh,
plus 2.
It's as simple, no?
Yes, sir. It's verified.
So 9 is equal to 2 plus 2 plus 2. So we could able to verify using this current and the resistance values. How do we verify the same using the LT spice? What I can do is I can do dot tran. What I'll do, I will go to again dot tran. I'll select this, done. Now let me measure the voltages across resistor. Okay, what is this voltage? 9. Is that fine? Is it 9?
Yes, sir.
So what is this voltage
Okay.
now? From here to here. Can you see that voltage is 2? Correct? How much is this voltage? Is, can you see here? N, okay, let me change this color to a different color. Can you see what is this? Vn1 comma N002 and Vn002 and N003, they are not separate, they are actually overlapping. Correct?
Overlap.
Why they are overlapping? Any
So
reason? Okay, why
because
they are overlapping? Because the voltages are the same, no? This is also 2 volt, that's also 2 volt. You cannot
yes, sir.
see 2 volt at different points, so they are actually overlapping. Correct? Hello?
So can't we change the color of that line?
Oh man, even if I change the color of this line, it will be same, no? Because on 2 volt you're getting the same thing. Okay, what I can do is, okay, let me just take out this, okay, cursor. What I'll do, let me delete this. 1 second. You can see this is N so and so. Let me do this. Can you see they are overlapping? If you click on this, you will see that. If you click on this, you'll see that because both are 2 volts. Now what I can do is
2 volts.
I can put two cursors here, one on this, one on this. Can you see now what are the voltages?
Yes, sir. Both
N002
are
comma N003 is 2 volt. N V of N1 comma N002 both are 2 volt. That's what you said. 2 plus 2.
yes, sir.
This is 2, that is 2. How about this? How do I measure this voltage? Do I need to use 2 probes or single probe is enough?
Sir, 2 probes.
I will go with 1 probe. How
Yes,
I
so
can
you
go with?
can because ground is there.
Perfect. Because the other terminal is ground, even though there is no need of having 2 probes now. So I can simply connect only one. It will give voltage across this. You can see now it will give this.
Yes,
Can you see this is now 5? How much is this?
yes, sir.
2 plus 2
5.
plus 5 is 9.
Yes, sir.
Correct? So does this shall we just verify the equation now as V of N1 is equal to V of N002 comma N003, that is this one, plus V of N1 comma N002 plus V of N003. So does that become the KVL equation for this?
Yes, sir.
Voltage across R4 is equal to voltage across R2, R3 and R5. Are we done?
9.
So 9 is equal to 2 plus 2 plus 5.
Yes, sir.
Assume that if I do a mistake, so what I'll do is I'll simply delete all of them. I'm just deleting this. Suppose if I measure the voltage using a single probe, what are you getting now? How much is the expected voltage at this point?
Sir, 7.
why it is how our intention was to measure the voltage across R3. Since you put only one probe, what you are actually measuring?
The voltage with respect to ground.
Correct. So the voltage with respect to ground at this point is this drop plus this drop. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Because when you're measuring the voltage here, is it not the drop across R3 and drop across R5? How much is R3 drop?
2 volt.
2 volt. How much is R5 drop?
5 volt.
So how much is 2 plus 5?
7.
That's why you're getting 7 volts. Can you see this is 7 volts? So you have to be very careful while measuring the voltages. If you want to measure the differential voltage, it is hold the left button of your mouse and then place the other one over here. It will measure this voltage, and you cannot place anywhere here. Can you see now? This is not black. Only when you go to that particular terminal, it becomes black. Can you make out that blackish?
Yes.
You cannot place it here. Suppose if you place it somewhere here, it's a random voltage, so it will not display. So you need to place this, hold the left button of your mouse and then place it on the other point. Can you just make out that black? It is becoming black when you come close to that node, and it is non-black if it is away. Is it blackish now?
No, sir.
Yes or no?
It when we will
No, is it blackish now?
close it is
How about now?
so it is black now.
Now you place it. So then the current will be, the voltage will be across this. Got it now? If at all, if you want to measure any differential voltage, you need to use both the probes. If you use a single probe, it will be the voltage across, voltage at that node with respect to ground. So if you are using only one probe, it is a single-ended voltage. If you want to measure a differential voltage, you need to use both the probes. How do you get both the probes? Means hold your left button of your mouse and then place it wherever you want. Of course, suppose if you are if you are measuring here, what you'll get? What you'll get here? Who is there with me now?
Voltage across R2.
Voltage across R2, but measured in an opposite direction. It will be -2. See here, this is actually -2. It has become -2 because you are holding this with respect to this, because you are assuming the current in this direction. So that's why this voltage is negative. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So we have to be careful while holding the probe where to get plus, because you'll be writing this as plus, this as minus. No, this is plus, this is minus. So this should be your red and this should be your black. If you are measuring this as plus and this as minus, so this should be plus and this should be minus. Minus is usually always black, so red is always positive one. So okay, this way you can able to comfortably measure the voltages. So did we verify Kirchhoff voltage law, current law today?
Yes.
Okay, let me just pick one more student and then let me just pick. Whom shall I pick? So in just 2 minutes we're going to end the class. Let me change the, suppose if I change this voltage to 100 and let me make this 10. Okay, you take this as assignment for today's class. You are supposed to submit this is 100. Let me make this 50. Let me make this 10. All of you note these changes. This is 10. Let me make this also. Let me make it 35. And let me make this 5. Done. Okay, now you verify Kirchhoff voltage law and current law for this particular circuit. I'll make this circuit bold. Done. This is a circuit. Take a screenshot or whatever you want. So I want the answers. I'll just create a Moodle classroom. so that using that you can able to submit the things. Okay, that is for today. Tomorrow or okay, I'll schedule the next class. I'll intimate you bit advance. So in the next class we'll see how do we do the diode characteristics. So maybe after another 2 to 3 classes we'll jump on to the actual AMCD stuff. So you have to prove that 100 volt is equal to this drop plus this drop, and then whatever current flowing through R1 is equal to this plus this, and whatever drop across R4 is equal to drop across R2, R3 and R5. Okay, hope you enjoyed the class. Okay, Preeti Gauri requesting to, no, you are not. If you have any doubts, you can just put your things in the chat box. I'm not able to hear properly, voice is breaking. It's not my problem. Maybe you have to check your network. Preeti Gauri. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, then now match class you have, no? Next hour. One of you just type it. What do you have in the next class? As per timetable, what do you have in the next class? I'm looking for your chat answer. Okay, Maths. Okay, we will remind madam to just start the class at 10 o'clock. So you can have a break for 15 minutes. Thank you so much.